Come on, come on, yeah. Dance. Let me see you move.
Love never felt so good. Can't die if it ever could. Not like you hold me, oh baby. Love never felt so fine.
After the wedding, I think you guys should be known as Danilin.
I actually prefer Caradan myself.
Considering Danilin sounds like some sort of cough syrup or ADD medication, and Caradan is more along the lines of like an exotic Asian root vegetable that's used in indigenous ceremonies, I would say Caradan.
Danilin.
Definitely Dano Lynn.
I think that the couple should definitely be known as Danilin, and that is because it sounds awesome. No other reason than that, but also perhaps because it sounds like antihistamine.
This is what I think of Danilin. This is what I think of Caradan.
Danilin or Carodan. Danilin sounds like a real name that they could use for one of their kids. So I'm gonna say Carodan all the way.
Danilin, Caradan. Well, we think both those names are great for the two of you.
Well, I've drawn up two images that kind of represent what I heard when I heard both of these names. So here we go. This is a Caradan, very nice. And then here we have a Danilin, very, very nice as well. So there you go. I think the choice is clear.
I would describe Carolyn as loyal, quirky, and secretly psycho.
Carolyn's my little baby. She's beautiful, she's smart, and she's shy.
Creative, funny, and genuine.
Beautiful, and she's fun-loving, and she has to be very patient. She's with Dan.
Is easygoing, kind, and caring.
I would say kind, funny, and smart for marrying one heck of a guy, which is my little brother.
I don't know, snacks? Beer?
Describe Carolyn in 3 words.
Definitely a daredevil. He's also very thoughtful, and he's ambitious.
Comic books, tattoos, and beer.
Okay then. How would I describe Dan in 3 words? I describe him as a good chap. Funny. And handsome.
I have to choose hunky-dory.
The first one would have to be crapulence. The second one is obvious. It would have to be cheeky Nando's. I'm not going to tell you what that is. You can Urban Dictionary that. And the third word would have to be not really a word, it's more of a phrase. Super fantastic, awesome, and wonderful.
I remember once he said, I'm not handsome, but I'm handy. So I think Dan, you are handsome, you are handy, and you are very intelligent.
The only word that comes to mind is awesome, so I will say it 3 times. Awesome, awesome, and awesome.
If I was to describe Dan in 3 words, it would be strapping, selfless, and sincere.
When we went to the zoo.
When he got us something.
He bought you something?
Yeah.
That's when you visited them in Calgary?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did he buy you?
Starter kit.
Ah.
Yeah, it was.
A favorite memory of Dan, and I know this will be Nana's favorite memory too. Before he could walk, so he was less than a year old, we were painting a room in a rental unit and turned around and there was Dan climbing up to the top of an 8-foot ladder, and that was just a little bit of a taste of things to come.
Playing road hockey with him and how we would always pick the name of one of our favorite players and pretend to be him while we played. And for Danny and for most of us at the time, it was Pavel Bure. And if Danny wasn't him, he wouldn't play. It wasn't good enough for Danny to be Pavel Bure next time and somebody else this time. Many disagreements, many fights, but more importantly, many missed games that you could have had, Dan. If you would only be Valerie Bure this time, you could be Pavel Bure next time.
Some of my favorite memories with Carolyn was actually just chilling out on the couch. We used to get ourselves ready for movie night or to watch all of our TV shows with all the different snacks. So I guess I'd have to confess to getting her addicted to some ghetto foods. We would eat tater tots, we'd have ramen with chili, or we would have chicken McNuggets. We liked the old El Paso cheesy salsas with chips and lots of candies and whatever junk food we had around. Hot chocolate and Baileys when we got older was always a favorite as well, but we'd pile all this food in the living room and we'd watch Gilmore Girls or some other cheesy show or some chick flick.
Well, welcome to Soho Bar and Grill, our place of work, old place of work. It was a very fun time. A lot of relationships were started here. I've met my best friends, I've met my boyfriend, and
this is actually where Dan and Carolyn met 5 years ago. It's actually quite a funny story. Dan moved into the apartments across the street, started coming here, and he found out that Carolyn worked here. And then he showed up like every single day. And he always asked the same questions. He's like, where's Carolyn? When does her shift start? I'm not a genius, but I could see what was happening. So I did what any rational friend would do. I went in the kitchen, I got my phone out of my apron, and I texted Carolyn. Dan Wood is here again. I think he loves you. He wants to kiss you. Don't worry, told him I had a boyfriend. He could play cool. Cheers to Dan and Carolyn!
First time I ever met her, which was when I had just moved in next door, and I remember waiting for my sister to come home one day from school, and I was looking outside the kitchen window and I had saw her walking home with two girls, and one of them was Carmen and the other Carolyn. And then I just remember my mom taking me outside to meet the neighbors, and I just remember Carolyn saying that we should play together one day. And I feel the rest is history, and Carolyn has been one of my dearest friends ever since.
Be a road trip involving me, him, and Travis to Fairmont Hot Springs, which involved his first taste of alcohol, a refusal to have any pit stops, which turned a little messy, and a little bit of Outcast. Hey, yeah.
My favorite memory of Dan and Carolyn would be when we were in Victoria to spend some time together, and they spent the whole time playing Angry Birds. Okay, that wasn't such a favorite memory.
Is when she threw that awesome house party back in 2006. You know, the one where Keiko fell off the stairs and you overflowed your dishwasher?
So my favorite memories of Danny would probably be from the summer that he moved to Calgary. That was a great summer. We had a lot of fun that summer. We went for car rides, we went to the bar, we ended up on the Kiss Cam making out on the Jumbotron. He also snuck under the stall of my bathroom one time. That was some good times that summer. Wait, no. That wasn't Dan, that was Cardboard Dan.
Just keep doing whatever it is you're doing. It's worked out so far. If you keep at it, it'll work forever. You're both amazing individuals, and you're both amazing together. I love you both.
To just say yes, all the time.
Give her some stuff.
Make sure Carolyn always has access to good sushi.
Happy life, happy life.
Danny, if you love Carl as much as you love horrible, ridiculous Sia videos, you guys will last forever.
To keep her well fed with sushi. That, and also let her vent whenever she's angry or if she has road rage.
Dan, you're gonna have to get a job in the city and away from Fort Mac.
No money, no honey. No money, no bunny.
My best piece of advice to the two of you is do not take any advice from me.
To not just hear what Carolyn has to say, but to really listen to what she has to say.
Danny and Carl, let me just start off by saying thank you for allowing me to be part of the celebration this weekend. I don't have any advice for you, but I'm sure you guys will be just fine. I just wanted to close this off by saying I'm sorry for sending the poop.
What advice would I give Dan for having a happy life with a beautiful wife? If you don't look like this, then lots of love and good times and saying yes every single time.
To be kind to him.
Be kind.
Be nice.
Be nice. Good advice. To be clear to him about what it is that she needs to be happy, because I think he'll be happy when she is.
Let's be honest. I am not qualified to answer this question. I don't have a husband. I don't even have a boyfriend.
And Carl, if you love Danny as quarter of amount as you love Charmed, you'll probably last forever.
Hey, Dan and Carolyn, here's some advice. Make one of these.
Hello, Dan, Caroline， 祝你哋新婚愉快，3年抱兩。
白頭到老，永結同心。
Gave birth to 2 babies within 3 years.
Yes.
You should just follow your heart on that one. And be kind to one another and kiss and hug often. If you both continue to make each other happy in 15 years, you'll be even happier.
Always make sure that he's well fed and there's beer in the fridge.
Just let Dan make his beer and drink it, and all will be well.
I would make sure that there's always cold beer in the fridge, fully stocked.
Is always to make sure there's a beer in the fridge.
It's a safe bet to say they'll be having fun with friends and family, just like they are right now.
Hopefully at the gym. They eat a lot of weird stuff. Like, I have seen your Instagram, Carolyn. Tater tot casserole? Really? Your metabolism's gonna slow down even more, let me tell ya.
15 years from now, Dan and Carolyn will be living the hippie life on an island somewhere with their multitude of dogs and fishing and maybe some kids, maybe a Jeep. Hopefully it's Hawaii, but my guess is they'll end up on a coast in Canada, so either Vancouver Island or out in the Maritimes.
Dan and Carolyn will be back in BC. Yay!
媽媽呢就希望呢你哋結婚，最近要生個 BB， 乖乖地，等爸爸媽媽個個都開心。
Great grandma wants you to have a baby faster, and she wants a fat and chubby baby, and she will help take care of the baby.
Carolyn and Dan will be Gojira!
15 years from now, Carolyn and Dan, I can see you are a mother and father of a teenager, right?
You know what I heard? That in 15 years from now, Carolyn and Dan will finally be moving back to Vancouver.
15 years from now, Carolyn and Dan will be happily married, and I think raising their 4 to 5 kids, because I think the Wood family is going to be a large family.
Congratulations to Danny and Carolyn on your big day. Sorry I couldn't be there, but I want to wish you the best.
I'm so sorry I couldn't be there to celebrate with you guys. Congratulations. I wish you a lifetime of happiness. So cheers, have a great time guys, and I'll see you soon.
Dan, Caroline, 我祝你哋新婚快樂，生活和諧，
永結同心，白頭到老。
Congratulations! You have found that one special person that you want to annoy for the rest of your life.
Dan, Simon, yay!
I'm wishing you both a lifetime of happiness ahead, and congratulations again on your marriage. Love you both.
Congratulations, you guys. And Danny, one last thing. Do your best, Jagger.
Hello, Dan 同埋思敏，祝你哋新婚快樂，百年好合，早生貴子，Happy life. Cheers.
Yeah!
Dan, Simon, Happy forever. 祝你永結同心，百年好合，開開心心。
Congratulations to Carolyn and Dan. Wish you lots of love, happiness, and have a wonderful life together.
So we are formally welcome Dan to our family, and we wish you guys will love each other, care about each other, and live happy ever together.
Guys, congratulations on this special day, and we really wish we were there to help you celebrate. But we'll toast to you virtually. Kisses and hugs, you two. Cheers. We love you. Bye-bye.